And we are live in 3, 2, 1, action.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has finally arrived. The final and last episode of LanzCraft for Season 3 and for the entirety. Hello everyone and welcome back to our last and final episode of LanzCraft. In the last episode, we worked on another tower. Over down here, we have our cactus farm, in which we have fully developed it, although I haven't worked on the roof quite yet, as we'll be taking care of it in between episodes and in today's episode. Not even in between episodes, we're taking care of it today. In addition, we worked on this portal over here. This was kindly built and finished by Halo Master. I'm so grateful that he took care of this, and it is finally finished. Now, what I'm going to do, this is kind of weird of me to do this, but I'm going to put it on screen right now, a calendar. So at the time of this recording, it is currently June 21st, 2021. For the next 4 days, so my Monday, my Tuesday, my Wednesday, my Thursday, and my Friday, I will be working on 5 different projects, each of them part of our base, and to finish it off as a whole. Starting on Monday, which is today, I'm going to be working on getting more resources along with finishing off the roof on that tower over down there in today's episode. And note that all of these projects will be taken care of in one episode, which is this one. On Tuesday, I am planning on fixing up the mycelium area, getting rid of all the mycelium and converting it into grass. On Wednesday, I'll be focusing on the sugarcane tower, which is what I'm looking at actually right now. On Thursday, we're going to be working on our pumpkin and melon farm. We need to finish off a few more parts and add the roof. And on Friday, we need to finish up our last and final build. And let's just say that it is an opportunity which I've been waiting to do for a while, and I'm actually excited in particular for this build, as it's actually going to be built right over down there in the sea. But we're going to focus our attention, as today is day 1 of the end of LanzCraft, and we're going to be focusing on gathering resources to really finish this entire week off and finish off the roof. So you're probably wondering, BluTech, what do I mean by resources? Well, I mean for all these next few days, the projects, that being, lots of redstone, lots of wood for pistons, a lot of iron for, hoppers. We needed definitely a lot of that. So what we're going to be doing is gathering up a lot of redstone. But look at this. We have sadly run out of redstone. So luckily, we have a lot of few people called LanzCraft members, and I've asked a few, and let's see who has responded. So by the looks of it, no one has responded just yet, but I know that there's a few people who have a lot of redstone, so we're going to hold off on getting that resource, although let's take care of the rest and let's work on the roof. So now looking over here, I'm thinking I might just have a flat roof. I know we've been doing it for a few towers, and I think I want to keep the consistency over here. It will look pretty nice to cap it all off, and also kind of fits, especially for this tower, having it a little bit modern, so flat and sort of bland. So let's take care of that. And in addition, I just realized we need to take care of the inside as well. So let's take care of all of that right now. So while working on our project over down there at the tower, I realized one main, very big problem. And that is that, well, I need hoppers, and I don't have enough hoppers, or iron rather, to, finish this all off. And the only source of iron that I have is my AFK piglin farm. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to hold off on the hopper portion. I'm going to add the chests in still. But we're going to wait until I AFK overnight, and I can get enough iron to get this taken care of. So technically this project will have to move in a little bit to day 2, but it's not that much to the point where it's going to take like an entire hour. It's going to take like 5 or 10 minutes. So we're going to hold off on this, but we're going to keep on working, finish off the roof. Let's get that done now. And just like that, we finally finished off this entire tower. Flying up to the roof, you can see that I actually made it flat still, but I actually wanted to incorporate some of the glass in because it didn't feel right to just have it as the light gray terracotta, or whatever this block is called, concrete. So I pulled up the glass, and I actually kind of like it, to be honest. I mean, you get to see in, and it looks pretty interesting, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy of how this turned out. Flying down over here, you can see that we finally worked on the interior area. Of course, we need to fix up the hopper array system, even on this side as well, but I'll be taking care of that on day 2 of finishing up LanzCraft in our base. But to be honest, this tower, I would like to say, is completely checked off. Besides that one main factor, we're all good to go. And while I was also working on that tower, I've also been working on this tower. And you're probably wondering, BluTech, I thought this tower was finished. Yes, it in fact really was, until I remembered that I forgot to add the chests here, and I just filled it in right now. And of course I need to pull up the glass over here, but after I do so, that's our second tower done. And now, after putting down all the glass for this tower, we can finally say that this tower is officially complete. And including all the resources. So if we take a look over here, as of right now, we'll probably need this much wood, although I'm actually going to be getting more right now, as you can see over down there. And in addition, I got a few lava buckets because I know I'll be smelting stuff down in the near to see future, so I got that for the future. And in addition, I've also been crafting up a lot of light gray concrete as like a building block, to finish off that tower in particular with the farm inside, and also in this tower getting all the grass needed and the water and all that stuff. But besides that, we're all set, and I would like to say that day 1 is basically done. So I finished gathering up all the resources, but I just realized that I actually have a few hours to kill, especially on Monday. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm actually going to start working on day 2's project, which is, converting this entire area to mycelium. So I guess I'll be doing that for the rest of the night, but until then, I hope to see you guys in day 2. Well, I'm back. It is finally day 2, technically almost the end of day 2 actually, and during the entirety of day 2, I've been mainly not even been working on the server, but rather AFKing at this farm to get tons of gold. And the main reason why I've been AFKing here is because of all of this iron nuggets to be used for hoppers. But before we even start our day 2 project, which is converting this entire area to mycelium, we need to do one quick project before we begin, and that is, of course, making the hoppers for the tower down there. So by the looks of it, we have enough to only fill up one entire row, and that is absolutely fine, but I will keep on AFKing over at the farm to finish. Basically, this side's done, but we need to work on this side, and then we can call this tower a wrap. Now onto the main project of the day. So we need to convert this entire area into mycelium or grass. I always get that confused. We're converting this entire area into grass. And in between clips, especially during Monday night, once I had some free time, I've been slowly pitching away, especially in this area of the islands. As you can see, this area is already done, and you can see that some stuff is already growing here. And one thing I'm planning on doing on Friday, on the topic of this, and I want to quickly sleep, is any place that has like weird terraforming, like this for instance, I'm going to take care of that all on Friday because I'm going to be keeping a keen eye on my base. And then on the day of, we can shut down the server. Before you ask why there's so many commands in the chat, that is because I had to do some administrative stuff, which required me to go in spectator mode quite a lot. And I don't know why, but it just had to be like 200,000 times. So now moving on to today's project, which is our mycelium island. So I've been slowly patching away around this project, and I've gotten around this entire area done, which is almost half the island, to be honest. Only problem is there's almost this entire half. And in today's, really my today, I only have 2.5 hours to complete this. And doing more math, I can tell that this is clearly not possible, especially for 2.5 hours. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to try to do as much as I can for today. And if I have time on Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday, I'll try to finish this up because I really need to get this done. In addition, I've been also doing a little bit more math specifically for this tower, which we're going to be working on for my tomorrow. And I just realized, and it's a really sad realization, that I personally cannot finish off this tower. Because I remember when I made this, this took me approximately 12 hours to do this entire area. And that does not even include this. This took an additional like another hour or so because I needed to make an entire storage unit. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm actually going to revamp this entire area and make a converter to, if it's, I think it's called bone meal. I have to think of the word for a moment. So I'm going to make a converter as well, but we're not going to fill up this entire area as I don't have enough time for that. So I'm going to stop doing math as that itself took me a very long time to calculate. So I guess I'm going to start working on this and hopefully we can get a lot done in the next 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours later, I have completely finished this entire area, also finished this entire area, and in addition, this area is almost done. In addition, this area is almost and slowly getting developed. And now looking up there, we are almost around 3/4 of the way done. I mean, it's mainly this section, which won't even take 15 minutes. And this area, which will probably take another hour to do. But besides that, we're all golden. But I'm going to go to bed as it is very late at night for me. I hope to see you guys at day 3. Good morning. It is officially day 3 of the end of LanzCraft, and it's actually the evening for me. And you're probably wondering, BluTech, why am I recording these all in the evening? Well, let's just say that I am absolutely busy in the morning, so I legit do not have any time, only in the evening. But throughout the entire day, I have been AFKing on the server, getting iron for hoppers, getting gold, until we ran into an issue. To be honest, I kind of expected to run into this problem, but yeah, the filters broke yet again, so let's fix that right now. So now moving on to today's project, so let's quickly go in here and take all the iron, and I need to actually sort all of this out because it is still messed up. So let's see how much iron we really got from around 5 hours of AFKing. So around and stack and 14 iron, that's not a lot, although I think this will be enough for today's project. So for today's project, we are working on this tower over here, you know, revamping this entire storage unit, working on this entire area, and also adding an entire extension. And for the past few months, let's just say that this has been very, very inefficient. You know, it's very crammed, very together. And as you can see, there's not even a minecart even going around here. So this farm is not even running. So what I'm thinking is having it as an actual hopper system. It's going to cause lag, although I think that'll be not that bad of when it comes to the amount of lag. Because to be honest, you know, it'll get filtered in easily and very fast. And then what I might do is probably have like another hopper just going over here, in which there will be a line of composters for chests to make bone meal. And we finally did it just like that. The only problem that I have with this is I don't have enough resources to make this. So I guess what I'll do is I'll start working on this, get the hoppers and everything else set up, but don't add the hoppers in, if that even makes sense. I still need to get the hoppers as I currently ran out of hoppers. I have no more iron whatsoever. But I'm going to keep on AFKing at the farm, and when I'm done with this, I'm planning on actually, for the rest of the night, you know, taking care of Project Green, because we need to do this entire area of the island. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But until then, I'm going to say good night, and I will hopefully see you guys on Thursday. So I finished somewhat the interior of this area. Of course, I'll need to add a roof, but as you can see, I added bookshelves, quite a lot of them. I wanted to add an enchanting area here for no reason necessary. I just thought that we needed a place for it, and I thought, might as well keep it in the tower. And you know, it actually looks pretty nice with all these chests and the bookshelves. They kind of match together. And of course, I'll need to add a roof, add some lighting, and finish off this bookshelf over here. But I'm afraid I'm going to go to bed as it is very late at night for me. Although I'll take care of this all on Thursday, if not Friday. I'm going to go to bed, but I'll see you guys on Thursday. Welcome back to day 4. Now, let's just say that I kind of went a little bit off track, but I also accomplished a lot of stuff. And to be honest, I accomplished so much stuff that I don't even remember and count how much stuff I did. Let's start off with I added in a few lanterns because it was looking very dull inside, so I added a few of them to make it a little bit more vibrant in the inside. I also fully finished, or I would like to say somewhat finished, the interior. I have to finish getting the bookshelves and I actually have to move this like this way by 2 blocks, but I've been slowly taking care of it here and there, although the system is in fact working. I've also been slowly pitching away at getting these trees grown. As you can see, I added a few more, and you can also see that I've been adding a few paths here, which, you know, can go to the towers, and it looks pretty nice. And guess what? That's just half of what I did, especially off camera. I also finished this tower over down here. So if we just take a look, as of right now, this tower is mainly done, although this other structure, I added in all the chests and I'm slowly working on the interior, but that'll be also taken care of soon. Also, I finally did an ongoing project that I had to wait for a while, and that is I finally linked this into the Nether Hub. So as you can see, it works. Yes, there we go. As you can see, there's our portal down there. There's our piglin farm. It finally works. In addition to all of that, I've also been working around here, continuing Project Green. As you can see, I've slowly grew it all the way over here, and we're almost actually done. We're like 3/4 done. And the last thing that I did is I organized this entire area, moving everything that was belonging here to the tower area, and same goes for this entire island, you know, tidying it up, getting rid of all of the dirt, letting it grow up, and, you know, making this entire area looking nice for you guys. And note, this is all that I did all throughout Thursday, and we haven't even started our main project for today. That is, of course, working on our pumpkin and melon farm. So what I need to do is I need to finish up a few little projects. Like, I was actually working on this, but I got heavily distracted. But I'm going to quickly finish those up, and I'll meet you guys over down there. Okay, so we are here. So what we need to do is work on an additional 4 layers here, add a roof, make the storage unit, and make the lobby. All within around 8 hours. It's currently 8 p.m. for me, and I'm actually going to stay up almost all night working on this. So let's cue the time lapse, as this is going to take forever. And after a few hours, I've finally finished off this entire tower. And while I was working on this tower, I also worked on another few projects, mainly over down here in our H tower, as I like to call it. I realized that this has not been fully finished yet, and I started adding more chests in here because I was also working at this farm at the same time. But as you can see, let me stand down here so you can actually get a good glimpse. All 7 of these have been built, except for that floor. That floor is actually going to be empty, as I don't see a purpose in having an 8th floor. When it comes to the inside, I have actually not started it yet, as I have yet again run out of hoppers. So what I'm planning on doing is AFKing overnight, well, technically in the morning, because it's currently 4 a.m. in the morning for me, and I'll try to get as much iron as I can to finish this off. And in addition, a lot of people have been wondering what's the plan for Friday. So when it comes to Friday's work, which currently it is Friday, I am planning on finishing up Project Green, which I'm actually going to be doing right now. In addition, we're actually going to be building over down here, and I've been waiting to do this build. We're going to be making a yacht. I'm not going to dive into too much details of why there's going to be a yacht. Note, this is not for the finale. This is not for the ending, per se. It's just that's something I've been really wanting to have at this place. So we're going to be building that as well, finishing up Project Green, finishing up our remaining towers. And when that's all done, I get to show you guys the finale, the ending of Season 3 and the ending of LanzCraft as a whole. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to technically go to bed after this clip, although I want to be working around here, and I hope to see you guys early in Friday morning to finally finish off this base. Hello everyone, and welcome back to day 5 and the final day of LanzCraft. It is currently June 25th, around 1 p.m. for me, and I am still working. And in the morning, and even during Thursday evening / night, I've been working throughout the base, as per usual, and I got several stuff done. Mainly Project Green. I did a lot of work over down here, expanding this entire area. As you can see, we're almost done with this entire area. And then just this little bit area, and that's it for Project Green. That's how much I've been grinding away. I've also been AFKing at our farms, making sure that we have enough stock for everything. I've been finishing up some other projects down there, putting all the chests in, finishing up that area, which I'll show a little bit later. I finished a little bit of some stuff over down there, and I've just been working here and there. But right now, we're going to focus our attention for the next 15-20 minutes over here, and hopefully let's finish this off today. And just like that, we finally finished off this entire area. I think the only problem that I'm having is working on this area over here, because this actually is the weirdest terraformed area, because I actually made this tower floating. So I have to kind of terraform it all, then get rid of the mycelium, then add in the grass. It's going to take a while, although we're actually going to focus our attention onto this, as we worked on the inside, but we didn't work on the lobby portion, or like the actual, interface. So let's do that right now, and let's get some more hoppers. And after around 30 minutes, I have finally finished up this entire area. So if we take a look at it, look at this. Oh, I'm missing a netherrack block. I have to mine that. But as you can see, I've fully terraformed this entire area to make it look, a little bit smooth. Of course, I need to get rid of that one block. But overall, the inside is slowly getting developed. Of course, we'll need more hoppers. And we have fully finished this area. So, it looks nice and smooth. And on the inside, it's very hollow because I had to, shape it on the outside and keep it empty on the inside. Now, let me quickly mine this block wherever it is. So there it is. But we're going to hold off on the inside as we still need more hoppers. And I'm currently getting someone that is getting iron for me, which is very helpful because I need a ton of iron right now. So we're going to wait on that. But until then, I guess we'll work on a different project. So for our next project, I don't think I even mentioned this in today's episode, but we're going to be doing some exploding. And now to think about it, I think I already talked about the explosion. I talked about how that this island, or this part of the island rather, there's really no purpose to it. I mean, it's going to be mycelium and there's nothing really here. So we're just going to explode it all. So what I'll need to do is find a lighter source, and I just realized I had got rid of my flint and steel, so we got to use something else. So I guess I'll light this up. Light up. Light up? Question mark? Is this ever gonna light up? This is absolutely weird. So I just realized that I actually need a flint and steel. We have fire spread off on the server, so that's why the lava is not catching fire. So I guess what I'll need to do is make a flint and steel then. So now with a flint and steel, I guess we'll light this up. And we need to fly away as soon as possible. Oh no. Okay. It's working. Slowly and steadily. Let's watch this over down here. This is safe, right? I think it's done? Oh no, it's still going. Still going over down here. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's just say that the island still is alive. So, I guess we mine it out? Question mark? So after all the explosions, this is what it looks like. Although I actually expected more to happen. So I guess what I'll do is kind of like terraform it in a way. Kind of help me got started. So I guess we'll work on this for a few minutes. I might not be able to finish this because this is actually quite a lot of work. I thought that this would actually be a little bit more easier to do, but I guess not. So I spent around an hour working on this. Yeah, it's clearly impossible to get this all done. So I guess what I'll do is try to find a way to make it incorporated in this base. I'm thinking this might be like a demolition area just like filled with TNT, but like not activated, if you know what I mean. Although, I'll see what I think of. So this is how I'm planning on incorporating it in my base. Having it like this with TNT, and I kind of like the story development here. So what I thought of was, this island is fully modern, right? But, you know, they had to extend because lots of the population's growing, stuff like that. So they're slowly creating this entire area, and they have to use TNT to mine out this area, and they're building houses. And I really like the story behind this, mainly because we have the modern towers here, just the finished products, but we don't show the very beginning, per se. So I'm thinking this will look pretty nice. It shows the beginning, and it'll look really nice. But am I sad as to how this went? I'm somewhat sad, but I think that this is a good incorporation. And I guess let's work on a new project. I'm thinking this one. So, for those who do not know, I'm going to be making a yacht. Reason why, it's unknown. I just thought might as well add a yacht, final build. It'll look really nice, really. And I found this video. I'm going to put the thumbnail actually on screen, and I'll leave the creator of who thought of this in the description. This person basically found the perfect yacht for me. It has an interior. I have all the blocks, in fact. And it looks amazing, especially in this modern build area. So I guess for the final time, I get to say that this is our last building time lapse. And I accidentally almost died. Oh my god. Luckily I had a totem on me that Slayer gave to me. Oh, thank goodness. And we have finally finished off our yacht, and to be honest, I'm very impressed as to how this actually came to be. It is a very simple yacht. I think the only problem that I'm having with it is, mobs, and I hate those. But let me quickly sleep, and let me show you guys the inside, as it looks pretty nice. So looking around the outside first, as you can see, it's a pretty tiny yacht. It's around 31 blocks long, to be precise. And it looks actually really nice. It looks like a speedboat, fast, fancy, modern, everything that I'm actually looking for. If we go over here, as you can see, I added like a little chain thing. I'm thinking like this was like kind of stuck to the dock, per se. This is a dock. And if you jump on, voila, you're on the boat. Let's take a look upstairs first. Upstairs, let's go all the way down here first. We have the cockpit where, the two captains are, maintaining the entire area with their equipment stuff. We have barrels for storage, and I just realized I should quickly take that. We have a little seating area, and we also have furnaces for smelting down stuff. We have a little countertop over here, and a nice little relaxing area if you want to sunbathe or just be outside as a whole. Coming down here, this is kind of like the main section of the yacht. Down here, there are two doors. To our left, we actually have a little storage area. We needed that somewhere. Over down here, we have a little living quarters with a window. Of course, the same goes for this side. It's a little place, for people to sleep. Over down here, we have a little living room area. We have some furnaces, paintings, stuff like that to make it a little bit more cozy. Going into here, this is like a little hallway. As you can see, we actually have a place for our gold. We have a few pieces of gold in here. The yacht needs to have some sort of treasure, so I thought might as well have some treasure in there, secured with an iron door. And over down here, it's a little bit darker here, and I kind of like the mood. And this is, of course, our master bedroom, where there are 3 beds, armor stands, and I'm going to be adding an ender chest and chests here in the near-to-see future. That's the yacht, and now I am sad to say that this is basically the end of the episode. Although, keep on watching, as I have 2 more sections of this episode. It's a megasode, to be honest. So, technically, the episode portion is done. Now, if you would like to stick around, I'm actually going to be having a full-on showcase as to what I've been doing on the LanzCraft server from day 0 to now. So, feel free to watch that. It's going to be happening in the next 10 seconds. But it's sad to say that this server is ending, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. Welcome to part 2 of the season finale of LanzCraft. This is a tour about everything that LanzCraft members have been doing, what I have done on the server, and just showcasing everything as a whole. So we're first over here, of course, we need to always showcase this. This is our wonderful spawn area. It's not wonderful. Technically, there's this, although I'll get to that just in a moment. We spawn around here. We spawned here at first, and of course, we had our first ever intro over here. It's weird that this was actually spawned in as well. It's weird, but, everyone loved this seed, so we thought, this is a little challenge to overcome, and we all had a long time struggling just to get the loot in here, as there were pillagers everywhere. Coming down over here, this is our wonderful shopping district area. This was built by numerous LanzCraft members. We have a little bit of a few shops. Last season, really, we had a lot of shops in the shopping district, although this season in particular, we wanted to keep it a little bit less, mainly because there really wasn't anything to buy, and plus, a lot of people were working on their bases. So we have a rocket shop over here, a shulker box shop over down here, and we have our shop down here, our 100% Bastion. I think that's the name of it, in fact. I think it's 100% Bastion. And over down here, we have all of our stocks, and it looks pretty nice. Our next destination is our Nether Hub. Our Nether Hub is a place where we have all of our portals up on the Nether roof. It's easy for transportation, and it's an easy way to get to places all around here. We're going to go in this direction in particular, as this is where actually most of my stuff is. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is this area over here, our piglin / gold trading station, whatnot. I love this system. I actually designed it all by myself. A few videos helped me, guide me to make this. So we have over here our AFK platform. We have the actual gold system over down here. They die, and in this case, it's not in the die mode. And over down here, as you can see, we have all of our... Oh, I'm in creative mode. So as you can see, there we go. All of our piglins are here, and all of our trading stuff is over here. And I love this place, and I spent a long time designing this. We're now going to go to my favorite place. I don't know why I love it to call it my favorite, although it's a place which I've made so many memories in, and that is, of course, our old base. So going in here, you spawn, or you come out of the portal, you see this little deck area, dock area, full of, you know, wood and everything, and of course, it's a little place for fishing area. And this, my friends, is what I love the most. This base that I have spent so much time at AFKing, getting resources, keeping myself organized. I've lived here for a majority of the season. Going inside, we have a little area, a little garden. We have our sugarcane towers all around here. In the inside, as you can see, we have a storage area with some ender chests and stuff like that. We have bookshelves and our bed up here. And if we just go down here, we have our nether hub / train station area, although we were not able to finish it due to the lack of resources. Although I hope that when I get the world download, I can finish this up and show it to you guys. The next place, of course, we were just here just a few minutes ago, and that is, of course, our amazing mega base. All of the towers, the city, whatever you would love to call it. This is the city area. We converted this entire area from mycelium to grass. All of this handmade, done all in survival. And I would like to say that this is one of my biggest bases I have ever made in my entirety of my Minecraft history. Oh, where'd my head go? There it is. To showcase all these towers, we're actually going to start off with the first one that we made, and that is, of course, our sugarcane tower. This one I'm pretty happy about. Main reason why is because this is kind of like the tallest tower here. It holds all of our sugarcane, and if we go just down here, you can see that we also have a sorting system, mechanism system to convert sugarcane into bone meal. We have a library place for our bookshelves and our trading and whatnot. And of course, it is very nice and clean. Our second tower over down here is our pumpkin and melon farm. Now this is also my favorite, as I actually freestyled this tower. I'm pretty happy about the design. It kind of incorporates everything that I was looking for. Going on the inside, it's actually still a work in progress. As you can tell, I'm still not done yet. Although if we just go up here, you can see that we have several floors for pumpkins and melons. We have hoppers and everything, all situated in this tower. Our third kind of project that we I think actually worked on, this was actually before this tower, that is of course our dome. This dome was actually a man-made lake. This entire lake was actually like generated. I did not expect it to be generated, although I thought having a dome would look pretty nice. So we have a glass dome over here with a tree, we have little benches, and of course, we added some fish from our local warm tropic ocean rather. We have a few sea fish in here, and it looks really nice. This is actually something I'm really proud of. I say that I'm proud of everything, and to be honest, I am. It's just that, you know, there's some things that are very memorable for certain reasons. Our third tower that we have made was this tower over down here. Now, this tower was kind of a unique thing, is actually, this was like the longest tower to make. Longest as in, like, time-wise. It took me around 3 weeks to make, mainly because I didn't have enough time and I was busy in real life. But as you can see, this tower is all for villagers. Each and every floor represents a color of the rainbow. It looks really nice. We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink and of course gray. And we have a little area at the top for some chests, and we have a landing bay on top. And if we just fly down here, you can see that we actually have villagers all throughout here. Our second to last tower is actually this one over down here. This one is actually where I live, sleep, drink, and do everything. This is kind of like the old hut, but in a tower shape. This is my headquarters per se. If we just fly down over down here, you can see that there's a little lobby area full of trees. And if we climb up the water elevator, just like so, you actually get up to the main section, which is of course our storage unit. We have shulker boxes, chests full of all of our stuff. As you can see, we have our little smelting / like other POI blocks over here. A little staircase going up to our bed, which somehow disappeared, but there is a bed usually here with our armor stands. And we also have a flying bay over here, somewhat similar to that tower over down there. It's just that this is more of like a takeoff. That is more of like a landing. And the last tower that we actually not last, second to last tower that we have made was this one. Technically, this is the third to last. This is the second to last. Our H tower, as I like to refer to it. This is actually our storage, bulk storage area. As you can see, there are numerous floors full of chests, full of either cactus or, I don't know, sugarcane. And of course, this is getting filled every single day with the amount of stuff that's coming out of these farms. And this tower I really love in particular, especially because there's this little walkway. If we just go in here, you can see that this actually connects both of the towers. So I can go from over here to over here in a matter of seconds, which I really, really like. And our last and final tower is our cactus farm. Our cactus farm was kind of a tower which I was actually not supposed to even make in the first place. I thought I wanted to make one last tower a little bit more modern, a little bit more sleek. And I thought might as well add a cactus farm. I mean, I may use it in the near to see future. I actually did for a few projects. And as you can see, we have a storage area over here, and over up here is the cactus farm itself. Of course, we have done numerous projects around here, one of them actually being our villager project down here. Our villager project was basically getting villagers populated here because we have numerous POI such as farmers, such as librarians, such as stonemasons and fishermen and armorers and people like that. And we worked endlessly getting all of the villagers here, making sure that they are all professionals. And so far we have quite a lot of villagers, along with iron golems here to protect them, of course. Our main project of this island, which I am very, very happy about, is our Project Green. What you're actually looking at right now. This used to be a mycelium island, like I said. It was originally a mycelium until I spent a total of 2 weeks, almost equivalent to around 70 hours, converting this entire area from mycelium to grass. There were numerous reasons why I wanted to do this, mainly because, of course, green grass in a mycelium island is actually very vibrant, and it also actually fits in with my storyline of this base, which I'm going to dive into detail in just a moment. But I really like the vibrancy of this grass, so I thought might as well convert this all into grass. This is our main build, or not main build, our main project, and I'm very happy about this. I would like to say second to last main build was actually our nether portal. This nether portal was actually designed by Halo. I actually had no say in this. Technically, I gave him an idea and he put it into my base, really. This nether portal actually fits in with our plotline, which I'm actually going to dive into detail right now. Our plotline of our base, I'm going to get into survival mode for this. Our base was really a mycelium island millions upon millions of years ago. Ancient civilization used to be here, lots of ancient buildings, including the nether portal over down there. All of a sudden, a meteor from, space came down here, and this is actually the meteor, technically, the ruins of the meteor, and it caused an explosion, destroying everything. But somehow, this place stood up. Everything else got damaged. Everything else got wiped out. Except for this, our nether portal. And civilization was still alive at this point, and they repopulated. That's how that there are villagers here, and that's how there are towers here, and the green grass came to be because the villagers made sure that it's back to normal, back to life. And this nether portal is kind of like a place of worship, a place of like gathering per se. And of course, it takes us to our nether and our nether hub. Our final project over down here is our yacht. Now, our yacht was something that we built today. I am very actually happy about how this turned out. And there's really no purpose in it, although it kind of fits in. I mean, this lake, or this rather like little bay area, was generated by, the seed itself. So I thought might as well adding in like a little yacht or a boat perhaps into here will look pretty nice. And as you can see, it looks magnificent. Look at that beast. Look at our base. This is beautiful. And that actually concludes our tour of our base. And that is basically it for today's episode. I would like to first say a few thank yous, especially because LanzCraft is in fact ending as a whole, and there are a few people that I really want to thank who have supported me through this journey, and just everyone who has helped in any way, shape, or form. I would first like to say thank you to our wonderful server provider who had provided our server for us. You know who you are. I want to thank you so much for allowing us to host our amazing server, create bonds, create friends, and make an exciting environment. And no, I do not want rain at this time. I guess we'll need to have rain then. I would also like to thank all the LanzCraft members who had taken their time and put so much work and effort and dedication into their builds. Without the LanzCraft members, this series, this world wouldn't have been possible. I would also like to thank a few of my close friends, that being Halo, Survival, Cool Turtle Dude, for helping me throughout LanzCraft. These were actually some of our founding members of LanzCraft as a whole, and I would really like to thank them for either helping me with my base, inviting me. In fact, they actually invited me to be on the server starting season 1. And I also like to thank everyone else who have watched the videos and live streams or partaken in any sort of events in LanzCraft. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. You guys have made this entire series kind of explode. I mean, our first video got so much traction, and even our season 3 episode got so many views, and I really love the love and support that you guys shared throughout these years, and I would like to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for really sticking around with me and enjoying LanzCraft. Note that LanzCraft is in fact ending, but a chapter is closing, but also another book is opening. AMH is starting up. Technically, it's already started, but I'm going to be forever playing there in just a few days. I am excited for the new members that are going to be on AMH, all my homies. I'm excited for, the new data packs, the new builds, the new people, the new everything that's going to be happening in AMH. So I would like to say thank you all from the bottom of my heart very much. And it is now time for the finale. The finale I have already edited. I've already taken a look at it. It almost made me cry. I would like to say a few things about the finale before I say goodbye. The finale showcases how we're getting from Season 3 to AMH. I would also keep a keen eye on the music and what is shown in the video, as that actually kind of shows and explains my base and the future of my buildings for AMH. So keep an eye on the music, the video, everything else as a whole, as that's actually very important. And I think that's it. So for that being said, The world download will be up in just a few short weeks. We have to, of course, make sure that it is safe for you guys to play. It's safe for everyone else to play, of course. But that's it. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm actually going to almost cry because I've made so much memories here. And this is just half of the memories. I mean, there's going to be more to come. There's going to be new members and new builds, new bases, and I'm just excited for the future. So, with that being said, thank you all very much for enjoying the Minecraft, LanzCraft, everything as a whole. Enjoy the finale, and I hope to see you guys in season 1 of All My Homies.